Hi BookTube, it's Stephanie. So today I want to talk to you about the goals that I have for 2021. Now, I have not yet refilmed the video that talks about the statistics for last year. We'll see when I get around to that. I'm just still pissed about that video. It will be very short in comparison to what the original was. But let's start with some basic things that are basic. So for the Goodreads challenge, I put that at 52 books each year, and I have done that as well this year. And then I have also started my TBR game, which is Labyrinth, and I would like to at least do that for an entire year and see what I think about it. So yeah, and I have done it now for, well, when you're filming this, I am filming this right after playing my game, so 2 months down. Then I bring back the goal of reading more sequels. I am not pleased with the amount of sequels that I read last year, but as I said in my, well, technically it was, I failed the goals that I set for myself in 2020. That I think it is because I have a lot of first books in a series on these shelves, so I feel guilty buying a sequel when I haven't gotten to anything else, which is funny because I buy a lot of books. Whatever. So yeah, 30 sequels, and I need to get a move on with that one. Storytel, 12 books. That's still my goal. And I'm still currently failing it because I have not listened to anything or read any ebook from Storytel in January. So I'm already behind. What to do? I also have the Around the Year and 52 book challenge. Still going on with that one. I am not still finished with the one from 2020, but I have started the one for 2021. Then I have my year TBR that you probably saw in the beginning of the year. Well, you might have seen it in the beginning of the year, in which I randomized 3 books from my shelf and had 2 of my friends pick from randomized shelves a book each. And then we have the one that I completely failed at last year, which was to try to, well, not try to pull down on how many books I purchase compared to how many I read. That was a failure. So I'm still going to do that the same this year. I want to buy less books than I purchase. Last year I put it as, if I read, I could buy 1 book for each 2 books that I read. I have increased that because I completely failed that anyway, because I bought more books than I read. So I decided to not make it as optimistic as it was, because it was pretty optimistic. But I did think I would be able to do it. No, because COVID. And me wanted to comfort myself by buying things. So I put it as, instead, for every 4 books I read, I can buy 3. So 75% kind of thing. So I'm hoping that that will be slightly easier. And also I'm trying to divert what I'm spending my money on. I do have a budget. I have not blown the budget, even though it seems like it due to how many books I buy. But that's my hobby. Books are my hobby. And I don't go out. I don't spend money on booze and things like that. So I spend them on books. But what I can do, and what I have managed to do in January, spoiler, you will not see a haul for January, and that's not me doing it on purpose. I have ordered some books, but they have not arrived. But it's the fact that I have started to clear out at home, which people apparently started out early in the year. I did not have any energy to do that, but I have cleared out clothes that don't fit me, that are either too big or too small, and I need to replace some of them. And then also I have finally fallen in love again with a game called Lego Dimensions. If you don't know what it is, Google it. It's really fun, but the game has been discontinued. So to buy these figures that I don't own, yeah, you do know, yeah, it costs a little bit more. So that's what, yeah, one of these figures basically cost a book. So that should tell you something. So yeah, that's what I will try to, yeah, I will try to divert it into other hobbies, but I also don't want to put a cap on me spending money on books, because I will do that anyway. And then another point that I have that seems weird, I want to put a cap on how much I read from the library, which is funny because I did have a library haul in January. Some books have been returned because they were requested, which literally the next day afterwards, which was annoying. And then several haul comes in, so that stack is double than what it was in the January haul. Whoops. But yeah, I want to put that cap on 40% because I don't want to not borrow books from the library. But yeah, I need to get the move on. So that's those goals. So it's more goals than last year, but several of them are also the same as last year with some tweaks. And oh, there was one more thing for my Goodreads Choice Award Challenge. I want to finish 2012 because technically I didn't put a goal that I needed to finish 2011, but I had expected to have finished it and started with 2012. So I'm just going to put, well, here I did put start on 2013. So that's that goal, and that's the last goal. That will probably, apparently, as we have seen, together with the Storytel one, be the hardest one of these goals. So yeah, let's start and let's start planning for real.